What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how Jerry Jeudy snaps down. So we're going to be talking about how he's able to be so explosive at the top of the breaks and how you guys can apply that to your game. But also, you guys, we're having a 50% off Easter sale on my website. So check out that very first link in the description. Ends tonight at midnight. All of our training programs are going to be 50% off for Easter Sunday. So again, if you guys want to take advantage of this sale, take advantage of this opportunity to help your game get better, 50% off sale. Check out that very first link in the description. Ends tonight at midnight. Hope we can get you guys on that soon. Let's get started with this video, okay? So now we're going to be looking at this route here, this curl route from Jeudy. We're going to be talking about how well he's able to sell vertical and how he's able to drop those hips. So let's watch it full speed. So you see he comes off, gives that little skip. That's the pure definition of selling vertical and dropping on a dime, okay? So now let's talk about this. So this is the main key to just all route running is right here, what he's about to do. He's selling fake completely. This is the pure definition of how you can get a DB to turn his hips and run, right? A lot of people ask me, well, what if he doesn't turn his hips, coach? What if he's an off man and he doesn't, and he just sits right there, right? The thing about that is you got to make him believe it. You got to make him believe it with your pad level. You got to make him believe it with your speed, make him believe it with your eyes. So you see how Jeudy's got his head down. He is in full stride right here. He's not a slow guy. Obviously, that definitely helps. But being able to sell with your body language, eyes, and speed, that's how we move this DB off that line. That's how we get him to turn those hips. And then we could be in that position to create some separation. Now, this is the point that makes or breaks guys, right? They'll be here, and they'll start chopping their steps. They'll raise their pad level up, and they'll prepare for this break. What we call those things is we call those indicators, right? If you give a DB an indicator and you indicate to him what you're about to do, which is make a break, that's where he could just sit, drop his hips, and sit on this route. No problem from that guy. So it's really important that you drive, you push vertically, you have no indicators with your pad level, with your body. Now, you see when he goes to snap down, it's right in stride. He gets in this explosive position. He's very violent with his hips. Like you want to think of your hips as like in the old days, one of those like guillotines that would drop down. That's how you want to think of your hips. You want to snap those things down. You want to be super aggressive because when you're running full speed, this is the only way you slow down. You drop your hips, but you bring your chin to your knee. So a lot of guys, the mistakes that they'll make is they won't drop their hips. They'll just lean forward. And then they have a long drift out of there, or they just fall flat on their face because they're on their toes. The important thing is you got to drop your hips first. It's almost like a lunge. You want to be not super low to where your butt's below your knees, but about like parallel, right? And then you want to think about bringing your chin to your knee. That's the explosive, perfect position to where you could have balance. Because yes, it's about explosion. Yes, it's about dropping. But if you don't have any balance, you're not going to be able to turn this corner tight and get down that 45 fast. You're not going to be able to do it quickly, right? So you got to drop your hips and get your chest forward. Now guys will do the opposite. They'll drop their hips, but their chest will be straight up in the air and they lean back and they're on their heels and they try to turn out of this break, which makes them slow. You want to be able to run in, create some explosion, then run out. And how we're able to create that explosion is from my hips, chin going to my knee. I'm in this explosive pad level position. So now I snap, and then the second two steps can be efficient. So you see what he does is he pivots off that second step. That's probably the second most important step next to that trigger step, right? You pivot, you almost point your toe in the like on a 45-degree angle because that allows your hips to turn. So what does he do now at the third step? His third step can hook back around. And now since he's in that explosive pad level position, that third step that hooks around can actually push and can actually drive him out of there. And now he's able to use that explosion and turn it into what? He's able to turn it into acceleration, which is your arm drive, which is you driving off that leg. And that's winning the race back to that ball. And you see we make that DB stumble because of how fast I was able to sell vertical and because of how much explosion I could get at the top, how fast I could get out of that break. And I'm able to make this play. And you see how he rips the ball away from that DB. That's a great job by Jeudy snapping down. That is a textbook example of what you guys need to do. Get the DB to turn his hips. All three phases of the route. You got the stem, break point, acceleration. Stem, I'm selling vertical. Eyes forward, good pad level. A lot of people think they sell fade. They don't actually sell fade. They need to check off those three boxes: speed, body language, eyes. Then at the break point, a lot of people think they're getting out of breaks fast, but they're really not getting out of them that fast because their hips are slow. They give indicators, and that's why they don't get any separation. And then a lot of people can do the first two, but the acceleration is what kills them. They'll just jog out of the break, and then that eliminates all the separation you created. Let's watch it again, full speed. So great job by Jeudy coming off. A little hesitation, push vertical, snap this thing off, and come back to that ball. That's a great job. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, 50% off Easter Sunday sale. Check out that very first link in the description. All of our programs are going to be 50% off. Really great sale that you guys can take advantage of. Again, very first link in the description. If you guys have any questions on that or any questions on this video, leave those in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'll see you guys next time.